Hi everyone, Prada Llama here. So we're gonna do a little hint video, tutorial video um, on what I consider to be the optimal way to do certain sections of the game, each room of the game if you like, but do it in such a way that it would be good for getting the every nook and cranny achievement, or just for general play purposes, just to show a good way to do each room. And we'll go ahead and do that just now. So so this room, I've already triggered this first section of the game where you get the zombie, and so you can see he's standing over there. This is the guy that's eating Kenneth down here. Once you trigger him, he stays up there at that end of the corridor, and for the most of the part, he's not a problem at all. So, and again, if you are doing every nook and cranny achievement, or you're trying to get that, then you do need to remember to get this tape. We'll come into this room. I have the crows in here. There is a herb here. Or again, if you're doing every nook and cranny, there's opportunities to pick this up later on, so you can do it now later if you have limited inventory space. But obviously, if you've got the space, by all means, just pick it up. Again, there's one here beside this Crimson Head, which is, you can do it at a later date again. This Crimson Head lying here does not trigger until such time as you're ready to do the armor key puzzle, which is through that door over there. He won't get up until that point, but he will always get up at that point. So what you want to do is you want to go and get the arrowhead. So as you can see, that zombie, we can see him in the mirror, he's standing in the corner there. Now the way to do this guy is just to walk up to the corner and just snip around it like that. And always hug that wall on your right hand side. Will you take the golden arrow? Obviously. Yes. Now for the next zombie, some people can dodge him, and but I find them easier just to shoot him. Then he might try and grab you. When he does, you can get past him. So I don't really recommend doing what I did there, but if you do put a few bullets into him, sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll put him down with 1 or 2 bullets, and then you can easily get past him and unlock that door. It is necessary to unlock that door if you want the Nook and Cranny achievement. But the thing with Murder Hall is, at no point, apart from when you're going to get the armor key, do you need to go back through that way. So taking those guys on, trying to kill them, once the Crimson Head's up, there's no need, unless you're speedrunning, there is no need to go back into that room. So just bear that in mind, that you will never need to go back into Murder Hall. You will need to unlock the doors, but that is doable without going in. So you'll never need to go back in that room. So just bear that in mind, that unless, it's just not worth the hassle. It's one of the most difficult areas in the game to navigate without taking any damage. So just bear in mind that you can stay out of there, barring that first section that I just did where you get the arrowhead. So now that you've got the arrowhead, we're going to go down and we're going to put it in the grave. But now this guy, he's very easy to avoid, but if you do find that you're having a bit of problem with him, wait till he gets onto the steps and then just run past him. He pukes. They all do that. They puke when they're on steps. They never grab you. And then here with this guy, the other guy sitting in there, if you stick to the right hand side here, it won't trigger that guy. Although I think I might have actually triggered him there. Usually does it trigger him. if we have triggered him, it's not a problem anyway. But because we can easily take them both out. Yeah, we'll take the Book of Curses. Examine. Yeah. So we've got the key. This is a sword key, which obviously we need for a few rooms. So we've got the Book of Curses, we've got the sword key. Get back upstairs and let's see what we've got up here. So what you'll find now is, if you stuck to the right, the guy should not have been triggered. As you can see, looks like they've both been triggered. I'm not quite sure how I achieved that. But if you're not short on time and you want to save ammo, I recommend doing it this way. Equip your knife, just step down so you're like at the top of the steps there. And as they come in, I'm not hitting them. Once they get a bit closer, you can... I'm not hitting them. Why am I not hitting them? Come on. I'm not close enough. They won't be able to grab you until you're actually... There we are. I was too far away. You go to the top of the steps and just step back. If you walk up, it entices them to come to try and grab you. And then once they do, you can just knife them in the ankles. I don't even know. It doesn't even have to be the ankles. You can knife them to your heart's content, whichever way you want. And then just go up and step back. And as long as you step back even one step, they will not be able to grab you. And you can take them out at your leisure. It takes a little bit of time, but it saves you ammo. And if you're not playing under a time constraint, then it's really not a problem. You can't see them, but you can hear when they get closer. Although, again, too far away. So you've got to try and get pretty much to the top of the steps. This being real survivor mode, this is on hard difficulty, so it takes a little bit more time to get them. You just walk up there, walk back one step. That's them both done. So, and they will not become crimson heads. They don't become crimson heads. After this, they'll be disappeared. I know that took a little bit of time, but the key is to get to the top of the steps. So you get to the point here, as I can show you, you come to the top of the steps, walk off the actual top step there, like that, and then just step back one. And as long as you are even slightly on those steps, they can't grab you, and you can just stab them in the foot. And it's a good way to get rid of those guys without wasting ammo. Will I take the shotgun shells? I'll get them later. No need to get them just now, I'll get them later. So now we've got the sword key. I'll take you through and we'll try and do the other room without getting grabbed. I'll show you what I mean. So the next step is to go through the art room, I think it's called. In here there's a defense item. Now, unless you're doing every nook and cranny achievement, where obviously you've got to get everything, there is no real need to get this. There's a map there. Again, if you're familiar with the game, you don't really need the map. Because it generates as you go. Every time you go into a room, it adds it to the map, and it'll as you can see there, everywhere I've been is on the map. So you don't actually need the map, but you do need it for the every nook and cranny achievement, same as you need to open all the doors and be in all the rooms. So assuming that we want to get the every nook and cranny achievement, we'll get the map. Now the other thing is that there is a defense item, i.e. a dagger, in the little closet way there, that we need to get. Now the thing with this defense item is it's really kind of used as a tutorial by the game to show you how to use them. But what we want to do, the optimum result here, is to get that defense item without, you know, and being able to save it for later, because the game, especially if you're playing on a harder mode, the defense items are very useful. So what I do is push the box back to approximately there, right? Just enough for you to squeeze through. Come in here and you get the dagger. Now, this is not easy to do, right? And the chances are, there's a decent chance that you're going to get grabbed trying to do this. If that is the case, and as I say, if you're on the Nook and Cranny achievement, if you get grabbed, just use the defense item and get out there without any damage. The optimum scenario is to get the defense item and get out without taking any damage. And obviously not using the defense item. So the key here is let the guy come towards you a little bit, let the zombie walk towards you a little bit, and then stick to it. There you go. You stick to the left hand wall and then run out. And then go around, push this box in front of him like that. And he can't get out of there now. So you push that box in. You can then climb the box and stab him, and he can't grab you. Just stab him to your heart's content. Now, even if you kill him and he becomes a Crimson Head later, doesn't matter, because he can't get past the box. That's the end of him. So, there we go. And that is how you do that. That is the optimum way to do it. So we've now got the defense item, the dagger, without taking any damage. But the key is to let him come at you that little bit. So let's see what we've got. So we've now got that dagger, and we didn't use it. So that's it for this little one. We'll do some more. I'll play through the game, and we will carry on, and I'll try and pass on my hints and for each little room, and hopefully you guys will find it helpful. If you do find it helpful, please feel free to hit like and subscribe if possible. That would be greatly appreciated, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much for tuning in. Have a nice day. Bye bye for now.